Hi, I'm Isabella and I work at Earth AI. So Earth AI is mineral-powered exploration, no, AI-powered exploration. So at the moment, we have a team currently exploring Northern Territories, which is about double the size of Texas, and it's mostly Greenfields areas. So since April, we found 17 new prospects. So how does our AI system work? Well, with most of the surface deposits found, like the obvious ones, at the moment, mineral exploration is looking for traces of ore bodies, little bits and pieces. And this is exactly what our software finds. So AI mineral targeting technology finds traces of ore bodies. So we use big data sets, so remote sensing, radiometry, geophysical, and geochemical data from all across Australia. And then we use this data and machine learning to find areas of high prospectivity. So if we want to see what our results look like, we can have a look at a case study of the Murumuru cobalt mine in Western Australia. So when we look at all of Australia, there's heaps of geochemical data. But in this small area, there's no publicly available geochemical data. So when we run our technology over this area, it predicts areas of high probability of being a prospect. So you can see that the red targets are the highest probability, so 95 to 100% probability of being a target. And you can see that they perfectly line up with the mine site, the stockpiles, and also there's a few other clusters down the bottom which could be potentially new mines. So we can see how the targeting works again if we look at the Wagina lithium mine, also in Western Australia. So yet again, it's a blind test. There's no geochemical data available in this area. So when we run our technology over this area, it picks up and highlights areas that it believes is similar to other deposits within Australia. And yet again, you can see that it finds the mine site, as well as deposits around, and then new areas of prospectivity. So Wagina lithium mine is one of Australia's largest lithium producers. So pretty much our AI software works really fast. In a couple of hours, we can have new results for an area. So with our targets coming in so fast, we had to create an exploration team that could explore in the same speed. So we have a mobile, self-sufficient exploration team of 2 geologists that work in 3-week shifts at a time, exploring different areas of Northern Territories. So we started down south in Alice Springs, which is pretty south, and then all the way up to Katherine, which is about 1,000 kilometres difference. And as we've been collecting targets, these extra results get put back into our system. So this is just some of our geologists in Northern Territories, Australia. This is generally what we look at on a day-to-day basis. There's no one around for hundreds of kilometres, just you in the field. So pretty much the field team's success has been defined by how many prospects they've discovered. So 17 prospects in 7 months, which is about a prospect every 7 or 8 days. So some of the things we found are this gossam, which elevated levels of vanadium and zinc, or a kilometre-long copper anomaly, which we found with 0.25% copper on the surface, and it runs for over a kilometre long. And then also, this is a pretty cool discovery we found. So in this area, we had a lot of different targets, and when we were field testing, we started off at one, and we were oh, pretty great results. Moved to the next one, also pretty great results. And then when we looked at the map and had a look at the remote sensing data, we could actually see that it was a 50-kilometre long anomaly that we'd sampled, or that our target had picked up all of the highs of the iron. So we're fast. We're super fast in exploration. Traditional exploration cycles are long and lengthy, but we're just going through, exploring as much as we can in its most speed we can. And at the moment, we're spending about $8,000 Australian per prospect, which is very, very cheap. If you put that in comparison to what a normal AXS-listed explorer does, the last financial year, they spent $666 million to find 81 new prospects. And not all of these prospects are in Greenfields areas like the ones we're exploring. Only 22 of them are in new Greenfields areas. So we have spent $140,000 to find 17 new Greenfield prospects. So obviously these figures are slightly changed because we haven't drilled. We've only done surface analysis at the moment, but we believe that we can change how we drill as well. So we're looking to get drilling costs and the cost of a discovery below $1 million. And how do you think we're going to do this? Well, we can't just stop at innovating early stage exploration. We have to innovate at every stage. So we've got targeting down. Our field team is really efficient in the field. So our next stage is to do magnetic drone surveys so that we can get more data, so we can do AI for like underground software in the future. And then also innovating the drilling project itself. So having automated drills and like creating our own sort of drilling programs that can be fast and efficient. So pretty much Earth AI. We're a mineral targeting technology, but we're explorers in our own right. So we're changing the way that people look at greenfield exploration. So if we think about greenfield exploration as something that you need to get a mine or you need for your future, you need to be innovating at every step of the process. So I think you should join us in revolutionising exploration.